What is up, guys? Wraec is here with a new video, and today I've got a real treat for you guys because, well, I got a new hero copy, and it's not just any copy. We actually got the man, the myth, the legend, Norton Haig at S tier. Actually, the first S tier copy to hit the market, and of course we now have it on this account. And, well, quite fittingly so, DH has also released the info on his Transcendence version today because we are going to get that on Friday. So what we are going to do today is we are going to re-roll this copy. I have a bunch of hammers that we will use to try to get the best perfect roll. And we are first of all going to figure out what the best possible roll is. So we're going to go into a little bit of the Transcendence version. We're going to show some things about it. And then we're going to re-roll and maybe build up the hero. And then I plan to make like a video with the Transcendence version. I was thinking, do we go into Broken Spaces with the normal or the Transcendence version? We are not going to do this in this video, but like, you guys can decide in the comments. Just write whether you want the normal or the Transcendence version in Broken Spaces. Either one of which I think can destroy it, even though like, I mean, the normal version isn't too spectacular, really. So yeah, that's the thing. But first of all, let's take a look at this Transcendence version they are planning to release. So for whatever reason, DH decided to post their skill description of Norton Haig in absolutely abysmal quality on Discord. I don't know why it looks like this. I found the one they posted on Facebook, and well, it looks certainly a whole lot better, so we're going to take that. I posted the high quality description if you want to check it out also on my Discord server in the event news channel. I don't want to go over the entire description, as you know it is quite the book once again, so yeah, we are only going to point out some highlights so we can quickly get out of this text again. It's also again lacking the numbers, so a little bit meaningless to go into more detail for now. We're going to do that in way more detail once the copy's out and I've come to test it a little bit. So, thing is, first nice thing I noticed, you can reduce damage reduction, which is still kind of rare, so that's a pretty good thing. The damage, he seems to have multiple layers of damage. There's this undercurrent layer thing, and once this is on a hero or on an enemy, he deals damage to them multiple times whenever they get healed as well. He's in general a bit of an anti-heal hero, punishing the enemy for healing their heroes, and on the same time when your heroes get healed, giving them some kind of buff. So that's a pretty cool mechanic, I think. In general, when you had heroes that dealt damage to the enemy multiple times in the past, they were a bit more likely to be good. So have some high hopes here. And he reminded me a little bit of LDA first, not because of like the basic or anything, but we have like this effect of being healed reduction, which is part of his undercurrent. We have like pretty similar mechanic in that sense, even though he's not a hero that is going to revive. So in that sense, it was pretty similar. His core is also once again something that I thought was pretty cool. It basically grants him the ability to stun enemies with the undercurrent, which is like his main skill effect. So in total, this gives us like a damage dealer with a bit of CC and a ton of debuffs. And like if we now think about which hero or which heroes that will work together with, my first idea is like DGN, Alikita. Those are like the debuff duo. Those are like heroes I think would be good with it. Maybe going in with like SQH for the end of turn heal. PDE has multiple heals that could be interesting. DH also posted some recommendations. So this is what they posted. King of Abysmal Sea, Norton Haig. The skills, we just looked over them pretty swiftly. Hero features. Norton Haig has a powerful lineup targeting. Oh really? If the conditions are met, he may deal significant harm and restraint to the team with a high recovery lineup. Did I read that correctly? Yeah. As well as provide a somewhat consistent control effect. Well, yeah, somewhat consistent control effect, apparently only with the core. High recovery lineup, yeah, if you have an enemy team that heals a ton and heals all the time. Which, I mean, you really don't aim for that anymore. Like, if you try to build a team, in the past your heroes used to be half-life at some point, and if you had a heal that would be very powerful and you would slowly strip down the HP of the enemy's heroes, and then like aiming towards a high recovery team, a team that has multiple types of heals that could be powerful. Now it's not really something you aim for, it's something that you passively gain. because it is in skills of heroes, and then you suddenly have 5-6 sources of heals on a Destiny rank 6 team. And it's not really that you try to go for this, it is just that it's there. And many teams have that, so it's not like bad that he aims for something that or tries to deny the enemy team something that they didn't try to achieve. As many enemy teams heal way more than they need to, can actually be quite good. Additionally, you could boost recovery impact in a high recovery lineup. In terms of lineup matching, you can play both the role of output and team support. Output, I assume, damage dealer. And team support, I mean, we saw in the terms of healing. We have to see how strong his buffs really get, because, like, once again, if we go back into the skills, we additionally grant the ally Howling Waves, Swirling Waves, and Shield equal to a certain percentage of attack. Howling Waves give, when the owner releases active skills or basic attack next time, deals extra damage equal of that target's max HP. Receives effect of being healed, I assume, doesn't mean that they receive the stat effect of being healed, but means that they are healed. I would reckon that receiving effect of being healed would be a bit weird. Extra damage is cool. Probably not super effective in Swirling Waves. We receive damage reduction. I hope it's all damage reduction. Otherwise, like, damage reduction in the end game is pretty useless. Oh, we have some stun here as well. That's pretty cool. Okay. So, damage dealer, maybe some CC. I don't know if it's worth going for the CC. Like, probably reroll-wise, GK Defier I can see, yeah. Recommended lineup, Chaos-Bound Spirit Gagi, which had me a bit confused, but it is the idea, again, is you deny the enemy team heal. And Gagi is the hero that counters every time, so in theory slowly chips away the enemy HP when they can't heal. In reality, I've never really seen him do that, and I tried playing with Gagi for some time. His most valuable skill really was his taunt and some type of sometimes the CC that he could provide. Otherwise, yeah, not really. We see DJN, yeah, I agree. With more debuffs, definitely cool. Phantom Defier Lena is for the heals, to trigger his buffs more often. TBB, I have no idea why she's in there. Blood type Queen Arania has multiple heals as well, so that's the thing. Soul Seeker's Touch and Breath of Forest Spirit. Are those orange artifacts? I don't know. Great, turns out I'm a noob. Soul's Breath of Forest Spirit is the new name of the deific version of Endless Cane. I've never really took a look at it. I called it deific Endless Cane. And I've talked about some of the other ones with their deific name, but no, not this one. Breath of Forest Spirit. Okay, Endless Cane. I mean, that's a pretty generic pick, but I guess if you have a hero that has multiple layers of damage, having 300% skill damage on an active skill, pretty good. And the other one is actually Soul Seeker's Touch. That's KOG upgraded. Don't ask me. I don't know why. I have no idea. Tenants, Norton Haig, Yormtomb, Asmodel, Dauntless, Melissa, Asmodel, Starwing Jar. Asmodel had some people confused because there was like the picture from the Chinese leaks, and we have Norton Haig there. And then the first slot, of course, base version, and the Toilet Cat, and then Asmodel Melissa. I mean, Asmodel is not bad. It's just like, I feel like those old heroes are a bit overused in some sense. With Starwing Jar on the last slot, again, not a bad tenant at all. And that's supposed to be Asmodel. That had some people confused. I mean, it's not bad warrior, so that works out. Yeah. Not too bad. I mean, you can use base Norton Haig. So overall, not the worst tenants at all. Just tenants that are in multiple heroes already, so you might already use them. That all being said now, what are these stats we are ideally looking for? Well, I kind of want to keep myself the opportunity to use him in PvE, so GK would be very much so appreciated. Defier, always a good thing. I don't think he has too much potential to be a CC hero, just from the sources of CC that he has, that's fairly limited. I wouldn't mind going Control Break or Rusty Eye Offset. Not knowing the numbers is always a bit difficult to say if you want Control Break. If that's already 100% chance, well, kind of difficult, but yeah, I don't think it's too bad if we get either Control Break or Rusty Eye Offset now that we know he has CC at least. Other than skill damage, I think GK Defier skill damage, are like the top skills that we are looking for. A Twine immunity wouldn't be too bad. I would definitely take that for PvP. Right now we're looking at crit, immune to shapeshifting, holy armor, defier. Defier, not too bad at all. We are looking at the warrior after all now here, so in terms of baseline stats, we have some things that are already on there. And not too many crit buffs yet, but I wouldn't want to really go for that on the bonus stats of the copy. So, by the way, beautiful copy, 9132 attack, I really like that. So, swap, and then let's see what we can get there. 50 hammers to go. Let's kind of take a look. Well, that's nothing. Well, that's faction rule, not too bad on the base version, control immunity offset right there. I think we are at least going to take a look if there is Defier or GK on it. I think without either Defier or GK, it's not really worth looking at all. Ship Crusher, no. Really never did establish itself. Ship Crusher, never really saw people use that too much. We got a GK there, we got a Holy Armor, we have Control Prac there as well. Effect of being here, is that an upgrade to our existing one? I would say barely so. Barely so. But GK, we got skill damage and Ship Crusher and faction rule. I don't like the faction rule on there. I like GK skill damage though. And Ship Crusher, I mean, you can always take Ship Crusher, increase damage dealt to enemies with shield by 40%, so it's not bad at all. Faction rule actually pretty cool, like on the base copy. Like that's pretty sick if we want to use him in his base form. So if you guys decide to go for Broken Space, that would be a pretty cool role. Makes me want to save up the hammers. Petrify immunity, something we don't need. Petrify has become so rare. Honestly, it's like with some of those CC effects, they're like so niche. It's not really worth using. Stun immunity will be interesting again. What do we have here? Giant Killer, Hunter's Focus, Ship Crusher. 18% control immunity. Difficult one. Oh, that's really a tough one. Like the control immunity offset, Ship Crusher as well. I can see that. I think we take it. I think we take it. Oh, I wasn't too sure about that. If that Ship Crusher was just skill damage, that would be nice. We got Petrify immunity, Dazzle immunity, Holy Aura, Hunter's Focus. Talk about CC that's not common in the meta. By the way, Dazzle is honestly kind of OP. Honestly, it's kind of a crazy CC effect. If we had a hero that could reliably inflict that, that would actually be kind of scary. Because it not only like, if you have an effect that hits like the entire enemy team, it just makes it only hit one hero. Which is actually an insane reduction of the damage of such an attack. And then every hit hits a different hero. So if you have like something like Williams, it usually hits like 8 times. And then 8 times the entire enemy team or something. Or like the back row, I think it was, I don't remember. It would make it hit 8 times a random hero and only one of them. And each time a different one. So it would actually be kind of crazy how little that will do in the end. And we don't really have too much Dazzle. A little bit of an STE. She hasn't been super common. There was like a short time when she was meta and she was crazy. But it's kind of over. I don't see her too often anymore. I doubt that we can beat this role, honestly. I doubt that we can beat this role. Like if we want to go PvP Twine immunity, yeah. But like, those are like 4 pretty good stats. Well, I didn't really think about Ship Crusher and Hunter's Focus, I have to say. And I generally prefer Defier over Ship Crusher or Hunter's Focus. But those are like 4 useful stats. That's like already so crazy if you have like 4 useful stats. Even though 18% control immunity offset seems a little bit low. We got Taunt immunity, interesting. It's also fallen a bit out of the meta. First time I see Defier, I think. It's kind of a nice comparison to Hunter's Focus. We can take a little bit of a second here to compare them a bit. Hunter's Focus, of course, doesn't have this requirement that the enemy has to have an HP over 70% of his total HP. But the difference here is that increases self all damage dealt. It's really referring to the stat all damage dealt. And especially if you are like on a whale account, you have multiple sources of all damage dealt. For one, from Treasure Train, and then of course from artifacts like Endless Cane or what was it called, Breath of the Spirit Forest or something. And That means that the all damage dealt you get from this is thrown on a pretty big pile of all damage dealt that you have already. So your relative increase in the all damage dealt of your hero is pretty small. The fire in itself is its own multiplier. So it's really like 30% more damage for the for your hero. So it's like all your damage times 1.3. And that makes it a little bit more desirable, even though you have this 70% HP threshold. For PvP, it doesn't even matter too much. We just talked about it, how enemy teams have so much heal at the moment that they really don't stay below or stay at low HP numbers, which means for most of your attacks, they will be against heroes with more than 70% HP. So yeah, that's the difference. The Chip Crusher is kind of weird. I don't know. I never really noticed too much. I don't know if any of you guys have like experiences where you say like, oh, it is insane. We got the Defire Giant Killer there, but Divine no Control immunity. I can't swap 4 useful stats against 2 useful stats, even though I like Defire. Just can't do it. So yeah, it's like rolls like this really lift up the quality of rolls that you expect. Holy Armor crit damage are both useless. It's again the same situation. Straight up downgrade. I kind of miss the skill damage from the first roll we had, you know? Kind of miss the skill damage right there. We got a silence immunity, it's fancy. I mean, we won't need that. Giant Killer Twine immunity. Ooh, GK Twine immunity. So often that I take a Twine immunity roll with just like 3 bad stats just because it's Twine immunity. If you had GK crit on a Twine immunity roll when I'm searching for one, then it's like usually already crazy. It's kind of sad. Like I was really wishing that they'd give those bonus stats like the stone treatment, where you have like 3 stones that you can use and can swap between them, because so often that I would just want to have a Twine immunity roll with just like anything and then like a PvE roll. I really don't want to lose either one. Last Hammer has nothing. I think we can be happy with the roll. The roll is pretty good. Just have one problem now. The thing is, I want to build up this hero. And I want to re-roll the stones. And as you know, there is like the method where you list the hero on the auction house to just like reset all the materials that you put on it. And one thing that I noticed, I thought like, hey, you have like, I just bought this copy, so I can't list it for a week. You have like this A copy, and it's A minus, and then I noticed, oh well, this copy is account bound, it cannot be traded. So we can't list that on the auction house. We can't do the method for resetting the stone cost with this copy. So we kind of have to get another copy. And what we're going to do for that, we are going to actually do some Soul Awakening. Yeah. Oh, we have a Free Awakening. And let's do the Free Awakening, then we are going to do a few Soul Awakenings, and hopefully going to get something nice. But that's just... Okay, we are apparently going to awaken a Russell. I don't mind. Let's go. And then we're going to do 10 bomb on Norton Haig. Because, yeah, we just need like a C-. We need a C-, and then I'm already happy. Only Transcendence heroes, who do we have? And should have Norton Haig copy, shouldn't I? Oh, wait, he's not a Transcendence hero, actually. Okay. My man is not yet a Transcendence hero, so that's why Oz so smooth. They actually made this nice. Didn't even know. And let's give him like the LDA here as well. We're going to do the full Shadow Faction Awakening. All our Transcendence heroes in there. We can try him in Sealand, I think. Oh, we could go... Oh, maybe we do base version in Sealand. Ooh. Oh, yeah, no, wait. Now's the question which one it is. It's a bloody LDA. We get a C- at least. Well, it's B tier. I don't mind. Okay, we got a B- there. We got a C- there. We are set. We are set. So this works out. This is skill damage, holy damage. Like, honestly, not a bad roll. Not a bad roll. Okay, I think we're just going to go for a few more. Only Transcendence heroes. And just going to do some Awakenings. Just because we need the 600 points. I want to go for the 600 points, so let's do that. Ooh. At least a C-, I guess. C- twice. Not too bad. Not too bad, but also not actually good. They give me like an SSS G-star. That would be some cool videos that we could do. That is not an SSS G-Star. Not at all. That's a C-tier Melissa. Quick Awaken. That's at least one more 10 mob and then we can do some more. No problem, we have Contract Starry Gems. That's green, I like it. Okay, full green. Got a B tier. That's pretty nice. Like next up is C tier. D tier, look at that. From B to D tier. Okay, crazy. How far are we actually? Okay, we get some chests back. How many do we have to do? We are at 271 points. We have to get to 600. Okay. We need some more copies, guys, I think. We need some more copies. Got like Williams copies over here. Not sure if we need those. Don't really want to risk it in case we do need them. We definitely don't need those Betty copies over here. And we can go for like 2 PDE copies, I guess. And then maybe we just go with some Espen copies. Do we still have some here? Yes, we do. Give me like, I guess 40? 40? Yeah, that should work out. And then let's just do some awakenings, quick awakening. Only Transcendence heroes. Starting off with a little bit of a dark awakening. With our PDE in there, let's see. Okay, get another green. I want to see some red. No, I want to see some orange. I correct myself. Please, TH Games. I want to see some orange. That's a longer video. Maybe we kind of save that up. Maybe I build the hero up after the video. We're already at like 21 minutes. Kind of crazy length for a video of mine. Maybe we do that in the next video. Maybe some Sealand with the base version. Or Broken Spaces. You guys decide if we do Broken Spaces this time with the base version or the Transcendence version. Don't forget to tell me that down below, because I'm not quite sure. We have the roll now. I will make the copy ready and everything, do the stone re-rolling, so that we have some proper stones there, set everything up, and then we are ready. So, we are pretty lucky. Like, that's a pretty good Espen. It will be almost free. That's insane, because we got so many B tiers. That's really, really good. Well, that's not good, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, let's see. 566. Okay, crazy. Okay, we need some more copies. Maybe we do some quality stuff. 10 copies? Ah, come on. Oh, well. I think I have chests. Never mind. 10 Bomb Williams for the end. Just because. Entertainment, I guess. 10 Bomb Williams. Watch me get like SSS Williams. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Or not, I guess. Yeah, well that was less spectacular than I hoped it would be. Well, still. So that's the plan. I'm going to build the copy, build everything up so that we have a home and like 2 Norton Haigs with stones and everything. And then we are going to go for either Broken Space or Sealand, and you guys decide what we do. So with the base version, we could go for Sealand, for example. I still think I have that open. Yeah, we're at 35 at Shadow. And then, of course, with the Transcendence version or the base version, we go for Broken Spaces, and you decide what we do. So, first of all, thank you guys for watching the video, and if you enjoyed it, maybe subscribe to the channel. Until then, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.